Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to do a little bit of an off-the-wall reading on one of my, I don't know if you want to call it a favorite community, but it is a very intriguing community to kind of like watch from the sidelines. And this reading is going to be about Gorl World, its many orbiters, reaction channels, and our two main individuals, Chantal and AmberlynnFreakinreid, otherwise both known as AmberlynnFreakinreid on YouTube and Foodie Beauty on YouTube. And I have a few people here as like, who are we naming the queen supreme of Gorl World for here in 2024? So just some really quick context. This community is very, very interesting in that it has a lot of dynamics between creators, as well as just dynamics between like people who react to Amber and Chantal's content, including how Chantal and Amber react to each other. So I wanted to do a reading here on what's kind of coming up for 2024 within the community. This is something I've been trying to get out for a while, and see what's gonna kind of happen. So, without further ado, who in Gorl World will reign supreme and be the queen? So, alright, so the first thing I really want to do, I'm going to take my Major Arcana deck, which is my Horror Tarot, and I want to just do a really, really quick view of like the situation as a whole kind of going on currently as I'm filming this, which is at the end of January 2024. Okay, and depending on how popular this gets, I can maybe do one every few months, but what I'm going to try and do is just do a very general aesthetic here for the entire year. So let's get this stuff shuffled up and go from there. So just a really, really quick thing. Remember, all information shared here today is going to be alleged and for entertainment purposes only. These are kind of all my opinions. They are not fact. So please don't go leaving mean-spirited or negative comments from my video to other people's videos. Please and thank you. I'm not here to spread hate. We're not here to spread harm or toxicity. We're just here to look at the community, see what's kind of coming up, and for those who are just kind of like audience members like myself, like how can we, like, what's just some more or general information that we can know to help us make better decisions on creators that we follow, or even just situations going on within the community itself. So at the heart of this matter, we have judgment. Judgment, and more judgment. So I'm not shocked to see this here at the heart of the matter. I'm just going to move these over as well because it can get a little crowded. But judgment, it's at the end of the day, this community is based off of judgment and judging other people, whether that is going to be judgment of our two main girls within the community, Chantal and Amber, or if it's just judgment of what others are doing in the community. If you're making more money, if you're doing this, if you're doing that, blah, 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 da, 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 da. So, okay. Looking at some outside influences to this whole community, we have the Magician. So, for this year, I do feel that there is going to be a lot more talk about this community from outside groups. So, it's been a very... And correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. But if this is a community that in the past has been very kind of close-knit. People have looked at it from the outside, but haven't really like talked about it too much. They've been more talking about Amber or Chantal. But the community itself is intriguing, and I do feel that there's going to be someone coming in this year that's gonna, I do think, do an actual video on the community and kind of go through and break it down and be like, this thing, this thing, this thing, and this thing. And like, I think it's gonna really break it down to being like, we're gonna look at how this community functions. Because I think it's a really interesting social experiment, as well as like how they're tying in, say, like Twitter or Kiwi Farms or in YouTube and Reddit, So the community is very large, very vast, has many, many different platforms that it spans. And I think there's going to be like a deep dive on the community as a whole again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was a video that was done by Cecil McFly a few years ago that went into the community and the drama that was going on within the community at the time that was outside of Amber and Chantal. And I feel like there's another one coming up, whether that is by the same creator or a different creator. This feels like more of an outside influence of someone who hasn't been here or is kind of looking at it with a very objective eye and is not... They haven't been in the mud, so... But they're able to view the pit from the outside. So that's what it's kind of feeling like here. Okay, looking at money, money, money. Ooh. We have the Tower card here. There's going to be a change up in monetization, it feels like, when it comes to the community. So I know with YouTube's new TOS, there is definitely a change within like how people are being monetized. What can people talk about? Is this educational content? Is this commentary content? Like what type of content is it and how can you monetize it? With the Tower here, I do see that there's going to be some challenges, I think, with how people have been monetizing content around Gorl World in the past. And I don't think that's going to be aligning with YouTube TOS, where some people are going to look at it and say, oh, my content's educational. And I think YouTube might come in and be like, actually, no, this isn't educational. So it definitely feels like there's a big switch up when it comes to just monetization, not just of our girls, but of the reaction community around them as well. So if you're a commentator around Amber or Chantal, I would definitely look into ways of how am I making my money? How am I not making my money? How can I diversify my pool here a little bit? Because I definitely think there is going to be some changes in how you're going to be in monetization. Because with the Tower here, it's like a big and sudden change. So like if this is maybe one of the, like someone goes off the platform so you can't react to them anymore. And if like you react to a person who is maybe banned or kicked off the platform, like if you have content like this, now you are also now being part of, I think, a ban evasion, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but it feels like there's definitely a huge kick up in how people are monetizing, especially within the community. And if individuals are relying on Amber or Chantal or anyone in the Gorl world for kind of like their income from a day-to-day, I would definitely be looking into diversifying and kind of branching into different avenues. As I think there's going to be a switch up that is kind of sudden and unexpected. So just kind of along those lines. Okay. So next we're looking into hopes and fears. So temperance. Everyone's kind of hoping for balance, or in this case, what I'm really feeling is we're hoping that things settle down a little bit. In the community, I follow it. There's a lot of infighting, and I think a lot of people are getting kind of sick and tired of all the infighting between other creators, or like other reactors or other people, like people who are reacting within the community. And it's like, we want it to settle down. Things need to kind of get balanced out. It's like, we react to our Chantal and or Amber. We don't need to react to other reactors. Like, let's kind of keep the focus on who we're kind of here for. And we don't need to kind of go off into multiple different areas to kind of like make content, because even with the Tower card here, it feels that the cannibalization of others within the community is not going to be a long-term or successful or even a monetizable like way of keeping people coming in and doing like super chats or getting ad revenue. Like it, it's not sustainable. So I definitely see we're definitely on the way out. And even from like not just like psychic impressions, but like my own opinion, like just watching everything, like it definitely feels like the community as a whole has been petering off as some people have said they've gotten boring, or like it's really hard to watch in the cases, because it's like hard to watch Amber by herself. It's really hard to watch Foodie by herself. And reaction channels, yes, have been kind of like keeping up and doing different things with these two, but like they've also seen a drop in the content, or a drop in people who are viewing their content. So, like I said, I think for the majority of it, I think a lot of people just want to like, let's keep the focus on like Amber and Chantal, and we want to keep this balance, but it's been really, really hard to do because things have been boring, things have not been entertaining, so there's a cannibalization that's been happening. Okay, so next we're going to go look at just some obstacles that are coming in the way. Okay, so here we have the star. So even here with the conjunction with the magician and the star, I do feel that there's a creator here that I think is going to be doing a video on this community, bringing this light to it, and it doesn't just expose Amber, it doesn't just expose Chantal, it exposes the community as a whole. And with this light directed on it, it's not going to be pretty. And if you guys are interested, I'll try and remember to put like a link to my Amber video. But like in my Amber video, my latest Amber video, like I've been seeing that there's like a really big creator coming in and doing like a deep dive into Gorl World or into Amber, that's kind of like causing like a ruckus. And like when I say like a big creator, like this is like a video that's like, this is like a person who has millions of subscribers, and then on top of it, like the video that they're going to do like has millions of views. Like it's going to be big. And I think it's happening this year in 2024. And it's not going to be good for Amber, but I also think it's not going to be good for the community. Because I think there's going to be other players that potentially are going to be coming in and exposing things and shining a giant light on them to make them bigger than what they are. Or actually showing them for what they are. Because that's what I'm feeling. And this is like an obstacle I think almost all of Gorl World's going to be kind of feeling the pressure with. Because it's like, we have a light shine on us. Are we doing things how we would like them to be doing? Are we not? Like, are we being positive? Are we being mean? And I think YouTube potentially could step in here as well and be like, this might be, it's just like an unrestricted area of YouTube that's kind of like, YouTube is kind of like let people kind of, it's the wild, wild west. And I think YouTube is going to be like, okay, we can't let this wild, wild west come in anymore, even if money is being brought in by these numerous amount of channels. I think there's going to be a step in coming in here from Big Daddy YouTube, in my personal opinion, because it's like when this light is shined, or like we kind of exposing things, for like the star power here, I think YouTube is going to have to step in. Yeah, and here we have the challenges, which is the chariot. It's going to be, we're going to have to move things around. It's moving forward. It's doing different things with the chariot. Definitely going to have to move things around. Whether you're going to Twitch, whether you're going to Twitter lives, whether you're doing Reddit, or it definitely feels like within Gorl World, the challenge is moving on. It's moving on from Gorl World. It feels like personally, it feels like we're coming to an end. Seeing this here doubly makes me feel like it's coming to an end. Just with monetization changes, there's a lot of scrutiny kind of at the core of the community here, but the chariot's about moving on. We got to get out of here, because it's like you can see the hammer starting to fall, and it's like, we gotta get out of here right now. Otherwise, we're dead. So I do feel that there's a giant change coming within the YouTube structure and how they are looking at TOS, and how are they how are they enforcing TOS? And within this community, it's run while you can. Otherwise, there might be some ban channels are going to get banned. I do feel like there's going to be some creators that don't make it out of this, and like they will not be back allowed on YouTube to make content. Uh, there's some big scrutiny coming here. I'll check into that. Okay. So what is kind of going for this community right now? The Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of money to be had. It's still a really good place to make a lot of money because people are interested in it. People are... I like to look at it. This is TLC without having to pay for TLC. You get to watch, essentially, weird stuff online. You get to see people react to it, and you get to pay them money directly and not have to worry about paying the big man on top or trying to get like a TLC thing. So that's kind of what's going for the community. There's still a lot of money to be made here, which is kind of, I think everyone kind of really knows that if you've been in it for a while. Okay, and then let's looking at the past here, the moon. There's a lot of secrets within the community as well. People are, how do I want to put this? There's a lot of secrets to be had. There's a lot of secrets that have been spilled. There's a lot more secrets that can be spilled around this community, whether that's around a certain individuals or people, or things have been spilled already. So what I'm seeing here is that there's still more secrets to be spilled here in this community, especially within Gorl World. There's stuff to be spilled. There's stuff to be said. There's stuff that's coming out yet. Even though this is in the past, it feels like it's still a big thing. So, okay, and now the likely outcome for them. Not shocked. There's a ton of negativity here within the community itself. A lot of people are... It's a cesspool, to put it lightly. And when you go into it, you, I think, knowingly are kind of... And if you don't knowingly know that you're stepping into it, within about the first week, you kind of have it figured out that you've kind of stepped into a cesspit. It's not nice. It's not pretty. It's not positive. And even though this might not be something on YouTube that kind of comes out or stays, I do feel that there is... People are going to find their way to make money. People are going to find their way to get around it. There's always going to be people who are intrigued by the weird, the taboo, the negative. And they'll find ways around it. Okay. So I'm going to get off of dues here. And what I want to actually do here next is... I want to do... What deck do I want? I actually want this deck. I want my Wisdom of the Owls. Okay, so for my Wisdom of the Owls deck, I do feel that there is going to be... What I want to look at is actually the next 3 months. I want to look at the next 3 months. What's kind of coming here in the next 3 months for this community. I think that is going to have more than enough information as things seem to be escalating quickly between even large creators and some of our individuals. I've already known, like I've seen and realized that there's quite a few people who just aren't posting anymore, who are like, they're at like the peak of Gorl World, and now they've kind of like, they aren't posting videos right now. So we have new people that have kind of come in and done things. So without further ado, let's kind of take a look at what the next 3 months for our lovely Gorl World is gonna be happening. So I'm just flipping some notes over here for a spread. Okay, so which one do I want to do today? Okay, so let's take a look at what's coming up here. When I say month one, I'm going to be meaning February 2024. Okay, so in February 2024, we have a King of Cups here. Interesting. Then we have a Two of Pentacles. Then we have the Hanged Man. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, then we're going to go with the theme of our 3 months. Let's look at the challenges or worries. Okay, I'm going to try and move that up a little bit here. And then we'll do kind of what's past stuff and what's kind of coming here in the future. Okay, so within the community as a whole, looking at February, we have this King of Cups. I'm going to pull more on who this, or potentially what this is, but my first impressions here within this King of Cups is we definitely have a time where it feels like there's a male figure coming into the community, or there's someone who's already here who is kind of a little bit at center stage. So this is like a center stage person, someone who's kind of like leading the conversations, whether that is going to be in ways of kind of starting different conversations or bringing out new points. But it feels like there's a male figure here of some way, shape, or form, potentially a water sign, who is kind of like leading the charge, or is kind of like the popular person of the month. Looking here into March of 2024, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed, which is there's a flip up in money, either a flip up in money, or there's bad decision making skills going on within it. So whether that is going to be someone's making bad decisions, and like it's not that they're getting exposed. Actually, no, this is just... Wait, what? And not letting go in April. The challenges or worries is the Nine of Swords. For the theme of the 3 months is this Nine of Pentacles. We're losing money. Things are coming to an end here. Who is this? And this feels like it's a... Okay, so we're losing money in these next 3 months. It feels like someone's falling off the face of the earth. And it's all kind of around this King of Cups energy here. The worry is something's coming out. The worry is some secrets coming out. There's... And I'm going to pull more on this, but and this person was like seen as like a pinnacle of this community. It feels like with this King of Pentacles, but seeing it reversed in the past is like, this is a has-been. This is someone who failed. This is like a has-been in the community, but they aren't letting go of the community. Two of Pentacles, bad decision-making skills, bad financial decision-making skills, but it's like the overcoming worry here is we aren't making, like, there's something coming out, like they're getting exposed for something. There's like a potentially, allegedly, a dox of some sort, it feels like, in like some way, shape, or form. Like something is coming out here about them, and like with this past, it's like they were not seen as someone who was successful, or someone that people needed to actually take care of, or like be aware of. But then here with the Ten of Cups, looking at what's coming here in the future for this, it's like, this is like peace, harmony. It's like the person's like finally getting kicked out, almost, or it's like maybe not kicked out, but they're moving on to something different. Like we're getting into our happy place. We're moving to our happy place after not, but it's like we're not letting go of stuff. We're unable to let go of things. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull. What do I want to pull from here? What do I want to pull from here? I need some information. Okay, let's just grab the Intuit Tarot really quick. Okay, so can we get more information about the King of Cups coming here? Because this feels like it's someone at the core of it. It's like someone who's kind of lost money, or like we're kind of Making money. Or this is someone who's trying to make their coming back into the... I'm going to pull some more cards before I speculate some more. Page of Wands, King of Coins there again, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is going to all be about... This is a beef. This is a beef. Someone who was seen... This is someone trying to come back into the community. Who I think was kicked out. They were kicked out, and they were kicked out for good. And now they're like, they're making their emotional plea to come back. I mean, I made bad decisions in the past, and like, I can't let go. This is like a great money-making opportunity. Like, yeah, I wasn't that good of a person in the past. Like, I was kind of like a tyrant. I was a little bit overbearing. Like, I was kind of like, I'm calling the shots. I'm the one in charge, or sort of vibe. But, you know, we can do a happy ending here for us. And then looking here to kind of like clarify this King of Cups. It feels like there's someone with this King of Coins here. It's like this is someone who's very greedy, very jealous, stubborn, wants their money. Like, this is someone who just wants their money here with this King of Pentacles again. But like, they're trying to usher themselves back in. That's what it feels like in this next 3 months. Someone's trying to usher themselves back into this community. With this Page of Wands, it's like someone who's like, oh my gosh, I've changed, like, it's fine, like, you don't need to worry too much about me. And then here with this Queen of Swords, it's like someone's bringing them back in. This is someone who I think has quite a bit of power as well, or who speaks well or speaks clearly. Someone's getting let back in because someone's ushering them back in. This Queen of Swords person, someone who's got a sharp tongue, who knows what they're speaking about, quick-witted, sharp, quirky, and they're bringing someone back in. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay, then we have the Ace of Wands, which is bubbling under the surface. This is the Six of Cups in the past. Then here is the Tower. Yeah. Someone's trying to be brought back into the community. This wasn't a very good individual here in the past. This Tower, it's like, I don't like this. Guys, we don't know. Stop it. We don't need to bring someone back who doesn't deserve to be here because they ushered themselves out and now they want to get brought back in. Okay. So that's the next 3 months. Can we get any information on who this person that they're trying to usher back in might be? I would love to. Let's just get a general vibe check around this person. Okay. I'm curious. Been around since 2020. Who's trying to get ushered back in? Because this isn't going to be pretty. Feels like there's going to be a lot of discord. And like the person who's trying to usher this person back in, I think is very unexpected as well. And it's like, why are you trying to bring this person back in? Like, this is not okay. And this kind of feels like the next 3 months. And it's like, you got kicked out. It's like, and you keep kind of trying to come back. Okay. Let's take a vibe check on who this person might be. 10 of Coins. They've been around for a long time. This is someone who's been around for a very, 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 very long time. Very long time, and has money to keep, and has like the money to boot, or has made the money to boot. And it's like, I have my safety net. I don't need this for anymore. Like, I made my money. I'm out. But you know what? I think I want to make a comeback in. The challenge here is the Magician. For this person, it's coming back in. It's trying. It's like, I think there's a couple words that have been used against this person in the past. They've seen a lot of people, I think, would like, when it comes to it, call them very similar to like a used car salesman. Is the type of energy I'm feeling here with like how people would view this person if they didn't like them. Very much a used carsman sales type vibe, trying to come back in. They've been around for a very, very, very long time with the 10 of coins here. And then here with the 9 of coins, people are trying to usher them back in, and they're standing up, they're making content, they're saying their piece, they're talking to the people behind the scenes to really try to get them back in. And like I say, when I say this is like a used carsman sales type of vibe, like, this person gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I don't want them back. I wouldn't want them back. I'm a viewer. I'm an audience member. I wouldn't watch their content. I wouldn't want to watch their content. Okay. Alright. Okay. Do-do-do-boo. Boo-do-do. Okay. And then this one right here will just be like, let's get like some vibes around this person as well. So we have ghosting. Yeah, they vanished for a while, and then now they stopped communications, and now they're trying to come back and seem like they don't know what they're doing. And then they have a vendetta. Dating vendetta. Proves a point to an ex by dating someone new. A way to piss off an ex by dating someone more attractive or better. I don't... Now we'll do one more. Attention seeker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is someone who was here for a very, very long time. Someone who's trying to come back in now and make some money. They're a little bit greedy, in my opinion, and they're trying to make a comeback here. Okay, and now I want to just do one last quick question, kind of related to my title of my thumbnail. Is just like, who will reign supreme at the end of the year? By a Chantal, or we'll look at Chantal, we'll look at Chantal, we'll look at Amber, and let's see who's going to be reigning supreme as the queen of Gorl World by the end of 2024. So, yeah, let's take a look-see here. Okay. Okay, so we'll have Chantal and Amber. So we have Chantal, which is the 10 of Cups. We have Amber, which is the 9 of Swords. Ooh. And then we're gonna have one for the reactors. The King of Wands. Okay. So, I'm just looking at this whole thing. So let's just take a look at what I was pulled here. So we have Chantal, we have Amber, and we have the reactors. So Chantal is Chantal is not in a good state, I think, at the allegedly conspiracy, potentially at the end of the year. Very much disconnected from what is going on, it feels like. With Amber over here, it's like she's getting put through the ringer potentially this year, at the end when it comes to like communities and stuff. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of regret. I think there's going to be a few videos coming out about her that no one's kind of expecting. I wouldn't doubt if she takes a long break from the internet for a while. Allegedly, in my opinion. So then, looking at then I went into the relationships between Amber and the reactors, and then also Chantal and the reactors. So, with Chantal, it seems like Chantal's like, I need to get more money. Like, I need to get more money. So, like, with the reactors, it's like she knows that for me to make money, I need to be able to work with the reactors, even though I don't want to. Because with the reactors here, it's like they're unpredictable. They are ruthless, tyrannical, just controlling, and just not very good at what they do. Or if they're good at what they do, some of them are good, some of them are bad. It's a give and take situation with them, and they are not the nicest people, it feels like. But it's like, we need to make money together, so it's like, I know I need to make money together with you, so we're going to figure out a plan, even though I might not make as much money, but I need to be able to make money. Over here with Amber, Amber just wants people to stop talking about her. especially with the Two of Swords reversed. She just wants people to stop talking about her. She doesn't want anyone talking about her. She doesn't want people listening to what she has to say. She just wants people to, like, just stop. In my personal opinion, what I'm seeing is that in my personal opinion, I would not doubt if Amber's channel would get absolutely, like, she would take things down or private almost everything. This is gonna get really bad from Amber's perspective, it feels like, with reactors. Like I said, I think there's a lot coming in for her this year in very, 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 very bad negative PR, where it's not just Gorl World talking about her anymore. It is now a whole YouTube is talking about her, and not in a good light. And I don't think she's going to be able to monetize the videos that she wants to monetize. Or the videos that she has had monetized are no longer monetized. So, like, money coming in is, like, it's, like, a quarter of what it could be if we were on old YouTube TOS versus new YouTube TOS that's getting enforced. My personal opinion, allegedly conspiracy, whatever. And then at the end of it, we did a relationship between Amber and Foodie. So for them, it feels like they have a partnership of some sort. Like, they're on pretty good terms, it feels like. But here at the end of the year, it's like, in my opinion, like, they're still on good terms. They're good friends. The Two of Cups is weird, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it between the two of them. Some people will be like, oh my goodness, you're starting a relationship. In my opinion, I'm like, this just looks like two people who are able to connect with each other over their shared experiences of not being happy. It's like they have each other's back. They're able to be like, we're in this together. We're able to talk about things. Whether or not that's in a healthy manner, that's up to other people or in them. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. I don't think there's any one person who actually gets the crown. It's not the reactors. It's not Chantal. It's not Amber. It feels like at the end of the day, who has the crown? Some people would maybe say it's Tom Harlock, but others I think would be like, this. There is no crown anymore at the end of this. At the end of this whole thing, there's no crown. There's just no crown. So, and like I said, I don't even know if Amber will have a channel at the end of this year. Something explodes. And I felt this in my last reading about her. It's like there's some sort of big expose coming out, and it's not, and it's like it's not good, but it leads to so much strife and drama and, like, infighting, and, like, it's not just infighting within the community, it's like fighting. It's not even fighting, like, on the wider web. It's just like this gets blown up into something so massive is what it feels like. And the thing is that, like, oh, awesome, I get to monetize it. It's like, no, you can't monetize it. New YouTube TOS is coming in, and the people who are being talked about can't monetize stuff. Like, there's something coming in with that. Like, there's some serious issue when it comes to monetization, and new YouTube TOS is what it feels like so bad. So that's what I have for this reading. If you guys like this, please hit the like button down below. If you guys have your own theories, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try and link Amber's video here if you want to watch it. Some really interesting stuff there coming up. I think some of it touched on here, if you guys are interested. Otherwise, again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!